The U.S. Olympic Gymnastics Trials are brought to you by the new movie, The Boss Baby, Family Business. See you July 2nd. By Uber Eats. Tonight I'll be eating Uber Eats. By Facebook Watch. And by Subway. Subway. Eat fresh. Familiar faces.
Expect some happy moments there.
Hey, how about one of the stories of the night so far? Michaela Skinner in third place after 3 rotations, now on floor. Final rotation.
And potentially this can be a huge routine for us, jam-packed with difficulty. And the great ones get better with the bigger moments, and that certainly that's the best routine I've seen Michaela Skinner do ever on the floor exercise.
And how about the night overall? And just put it in perspective, to be a star, 3 years, University of Utah, 161 straight routines hit there, setting a record, coming back to the elite level and doing this.
You know, Tim, to add on to your point, it wasn't even the best routine. It was the best meet of her entire life. And in a moment like this, Terry, the brightest lights. This is the competition that 5 years ago, she showed up to this competition and unfortunately was an alternate for that team. And she said she never wants to be in that position ever again.
All right, over to vault. Simone Biles, what are we expecting?
Greatness, yeah.
Greatness, but she will not be doing the Biles vault here tonight, saving it for Tokyo.
Really good.
Greatness nonetheless.
In the amount of power that she has, and you see her kind of shrug a little bit, not bad.
Well, like you've said over and over again, she is such a perfectionist, and, you know, she's unhappy that she took a big hop backwards, but just watch how she just explodes off the table. Half turn on, and look at her body. It keeps going up. 1.5 twists. Great form. Good body position.
So once again, it's not that she just does the highest level of difficulty, but it is the execution in the form. Look at this. Perfect straight body position. Legs are not crossed. Just a huge hop back, but just can't even control her power there.
She actually has a vault also that's named after her already. That vault with another half turn.
And we get more, because that's the first of 2.
And so once again, I was able to speak to her coach, and that's what she told us, was they are not going to be doing the extremely difficult vault here, playing it a little bit safe, but they are planning to do it in Tokyo. That vault that we saw earlier this summer, Yurchenko, double pike,
which broke
the one that went
internet.
viral, basically.
Yes. Saw that number.
But really, on this vault, this is phenomenal. She showcases how she is just so much better than everybody else. Watch the rise from the table. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, she's happy with that one. She should be.
And that's something that she struggles with. She is so good. She has so much power. The only thing that she struggles with is controlling that power. I mean, look how high she gets off of the table.
You know, she's an athlete. She's quick, she's powerful, she's fast. She's great in the air, but she also has tremendous technique. Look at how quick those arms go back, and she is like off that table instantly, which gives her that extra height.
And look at all eyes on her. The other gymnast watching everything, every second she's out there competing.
You know, and by the way, we mentioned that she didn't do the more difficult vault here, but those two vaults are equally, not equally, but a little bit easier. But look at this. Here it was at the U.S. Classic earlier this summer. Just unbelievable first person in the world to do this skill.
Incredible, incredible.
And the danger of it too, the risk involved. When she first thought about doing it, she thought, well, I'll never do it in competition.
Right.
Absolutely. And then all of a sudden, got a little bit easier. She got a little bit more confident, more consistent.
But I have to tell you, Nastia, absolutely, the two vaults, the two easy vaults for Simone Biles would unquestionably have won the Olympics in a month. And she's capable of doing more.
And look at that execution score. That's exactly what I am talking about. Not only the difficulty, but out of a 10.0 and 9.666.
But it goes to, in part, what makes her so great. The fact that she is not satisfied with that.
No, of course not. She wants better landings, but she doesn't need that. She's still the greatest.
So 13.866, Michaela Skinner. Remember, she was right there in the mix in third place after 3 rotations. Might drop her to 4th, we'll see, but certainly right there, and it's been a tremendous evening here.
Come on, Mari, you got
All right, how about Jordan Childs was watching Simone Biles every step of the way, and a moment ago, her vault.
And she can explode as well.
Just a double twist there. She is capable of doing an even more difficult vault.
Yeah, the same one that we just saw Simone do.
But great execution for her as well.
And a high number, and normally vault is higher, and you thought she would have a chance maybe to pass Michaela Skinner in 3rd place in this 4th rotation, and she has with that number. Both really impressive, though.
There you go.
Turning into a fan right now, and the fans absolutely adore her. It's a true statement. We are. It's her world.
And honored to be living in it.
And back inside the Dome in St. Louis, a reminder, all of our Olympic hopefuls here today started at a local club or tryout. Why not get your kid involved in gymnastics? You can find clubs for kids of all skill levels at sportsengine.com/gymnastics. Search for local gymnastics program. So we continue here. Suni Lee in 2nd place after 3 rotations, and a moment ago here, her effort on vault in the final rotation.
And this was the biggest event for her to come back from, with that injury to her leg. But once again, just like Suni has been, each time we see her come out, she's a little bit better.
And Nastia, the more you see her, the more you feel like you can count on her, too.
Absolutely, and that comes with peaking at the right time, having a little bit more time to train and get confident enough to perform the way that she has tonight.
So 14.4, the number for Suni Lee. How about Jade Carey? We talked about her at the start of the night, wrapping up an individual spot. The World Vault silver medalist. Go back to that opening rotation and her effort on vault.
Same vault we saw Simone do on her 2nd one, called an AMNR. Great bounce off the table. World-class landing.
Probably the best I have ever seen her do.
It was the best that I've ever seen her do, for sure. I agree.
How about that number 15.2 on that? That was early on this evening here as we continue with the final rotation. Olympic team trials, night 1. the emotion of night one. We saw it here in St. Louis, and night two coming your way. 4 o'clock on NBC and 3 on Olympic Channel. So you got night two for the men, and that's where everything will be decided. The men were great, by the way.
They're absolutely fantastic. Much improved from the U.S. National Championships that happened a few weeks ago.
All right, how about Jade Carey? We saw that vault from earlier tonight, and going to wrap things up here at the end of night one. Guys, what do you think? She's wrapped up an individual spot, but she could still, I mean, theoretically at least, capture one of those 2 top spots, lock up a team spot. There's been some criticism. What do you make of that?
I think it's ridiculous. First of all, we don't even know if she would have done that, and every little kid dreams of going to the Olympic Games, and you want to compete on Team USA. What's wrong with that?
I completely agree. And she said, you know, it was pretty emotional talking about it, and her saying that she just needed to say that because it was just becoming a distraction, unfortunately.
And her dad told me before this floor routine that they were going to go real easy. Real easy for Jade is like super hard for just about everybody else in the world, though. Wow, just an abundance of power.
And you know, you really could not have said that any better. Easy for Jade is a lot of people in the entire world cannot even do that opening tumbling pass ever. Let alone just watering that routine down a bit.
So that was a full twisting double layout. In Fort Worth, we saw her do in training a triple twisting double layout. Never been done before. Only a couple of men have done that. We'll see that in Tokyo, I'm sure of it.
And if she does do that in Tokyo, that of course will be named after her. Here's the double layout with a full twist. Adds 2 more twists to that. So of course, for a skill to be named after someone, they have to perform it at an international competition like the World Championships or Olympic Games.
Just to further that point, what we were talking about, if she were to capture one of those 2 spots and accepted it, it would mean the U.S. would give up a spot, her individual spot that she's already earned. But of course, it would allow her to have a chance to win a gold medal in the team event.
Absolutely. It's, you know, her best 2 events are floor exercise and vaulting, and those happen to be Simone Biles' best events too. So, you know, everybody's fighting for a silver.
But how about Grace McCallum in 5th place after the 3rd rotation and a moment ago on vault?
A different person here in St. Louis. From start to finish, so much more confident. Big number, 14.633.
Talked about how much work she has put in the few weeks since the national championships to here, and it has shown.
Thank you.
So into 5th right now, just checking the numbers, and about a 1/10 of a point behind Michaela Skinner. And remember, this all sets up night 2, Sunday night, when everything will be decided. Competition will end, and then the selection committee will take some time to decide and name those remaining spots.
Saw some of that selection committee walking into the building earlier today and asked how they were doing, and they said, you know, right now we're okay. Ask us again Sunday night and we might have a different answer for you.
But so much of it though nowadays is based on numbers, computers, and things, the evidence to back up choices. Charlize Jones in 8th place after rotation number 3 on floor.
Fantastic routine from Charlize. Has a very original mount and such tremendous power. Great to see that routine.
18-year-old from Westerville, Ohio. We've talked about parents, seen a lot of parents here tonight, and her dad has dealt with a number of different very serious health issues, and that's a floor routine that she says is dedicated to him.
Good job, Shine.
So Tom Forster is the high performance team coordinator. He will be in charge, guys, of that selection committee on Sunday night.
Along with 2 other people, Tatiana Perskaya and Jessica DeZiel, who is the athlete representative.
With the national championships, those numbers will be considered along with this, which is a little different than the men and how they will do it, but it all comes in and factors in. Simone Biles, of course, the winner 7th time at the national championships of the all-around. And a little look at the night that she has had here in St. Louis.
Started on her weakest event. It's not weak.
And it only got better from here. The Biles, double twisting, double back.
About to show the impossible once again. Triple twisting, double back.
Another Biles. Course ends with this huge vault. And just to add on to that, we'll be seeing the other Biles on the vault, hopefully in Tokyo.
Well, that's the scary part. She can actually do more than what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, she can do more. You know, not just that vault. She could do lots more. Yeah, it really is.
But once again, just putting a check mark by tonight. One more night for her. She's just looking ahead, probably to get a good night's sleep tonight.
That's for sure.
Yeah, her night of competition is complete. And again, it's been some night. Top the standings here, looking ahead to night 2. Charlize Jones, 13.4, the number for her floor exercise. So we continue here. It's night 1 of the Olympic team trials from St. Louis. Back in a moment.